Hello everybody and welcome to another day of Quick9 and another day of premium guides for Quick9 as well. We are in full swing creating shots for today's Quick9. 9 holes against 19 opponents because the bracket has 20 players, and in there you are able to win some really nice stuff with a lot of clan points, some really good chests with club cards, and obviously some luminaries and some kingslayers as well. We have now been doing Quick9s for quite some time, and we will continue to do that as well when it comes to certain dates during the month. There's also a little hint about some tests that we are going to do going into next season. More about that will come at the end of this season, but we are definitely seeing the potential with Quick9 and we're doing as much as we can. When it comes to our Quick9 guides, it's Master Division only. It's free to play guides as a base. Always, every single hole has a free to play ball alternative. Now, we are not leaving the paid ball players hanging. We are doing some paid ball alternatives to that as well. What we are promising is 14 slides as and that is 9 free to play with at least then 5 extra paid ball alternatives. Obviously not focusing on the max clubs. It's also with slightly lower clubs and, with a variety of different golf balls. You can get access to today's event with a one-time purchase or by having the package deal. That's a special deal that when you do sign up, you get access for 6 Quick9s for the price of 4. So according to our schedule, which can be found on patreon.com/GCTQuick9. There you can find the schedule, and then you get access for the next 6 events that we are doing, but you're only paying for 4. But for those of you, which is a lot of you, that are doing a one-time purchase, you can do so as well. Use the link that you find in the description down below, or you can also go to any of our Patreon platforms, patreon.com/golfclashtommy or patreon.com/GCTQuick9 to go into our shop, and there you can find the post to today's Quick9. You buy access, and then if you don't get to see it immediately, you can just log out, log in, then you will see the content with the links and the Telegram chats and stuff like that. In this video, you can also see some example slides on how we are producing guides for Quick9. And have in mind that the guides that we're producing now, we obviously do for the regular tournament as well. So to be able to maximize your chances in tournaments, you do sign up to our premium guide content. So thank you so much. Reach out if any questions and make sure to get access to today's Quick9. So let's have a look at a couple of slides, and I think it is important to have in mind that when you're playing Quick9, you don't have to drop every single hole to have yourself a chance to the top spot. It's more about not making mistakes and then add on a couple of drops on top of that, and you all of a sudden have a good chance to get, at least in Master, you'd have 1,840 clan points in the first place chest. And then you also have that you can get like 30 to 40 epic cards and a bunch of other cards as well with luminaries and kingslayers. I mean, there is so much value in that, but I do think that the mindset needs to be correct as well, that you're not going to drop everything most likely, but getting a couple of extra drops will give yourself a super duper chance. And that's what we're doing. Look at this slide here for an example. This is a very simple slide for a par 4. In this case, we're playing this ball to green. Now, there are a lot of trees, as you can see there on the picture, which means that there's going to be a lot of players that just go in without no plan. They will hit the tree and they will lose out getting the eagle. With our shot here, with a perfect ball, you provide yourself with an eagle to start with, which means that you're one step closer getting a top spot by just playing a free-to-play ball in a simple way to get an eagle. The way we do design our guides is to make them as easily followed as possible, with that we are describing what ball to use, what club to use, and obviously all the information in text. Using a lot of tables, a lot of pictures, to try to demonstrate the things we do want to demonstrate in the most possible, in the best possible way. We also have a personal tweak information up in the top right, which I do think is a very valuable addition to our guides, which is something that we haven't had for that long time. and where we, especially on approach shots and par threes and stuff like that, not when we're sending to green like this, but when we do have like, let's say you're missing to the left, we suggest to either add or subtract, adjust, for an example. I think that's a very valuable thing to have. Now, this is obviously a par 4 or like a send it slide. If we're looking at a par 3, and it's again all about simplicity, big pictures, and with text that is easily followed. The shot structure is something that is a very good thing to read through, because it will give you all the steps of the way. It will speed up the process, and you will have more time then to focus on the key thing, which is obviously to hit perfect. Here we do have a free-to-play slide on a par 3, which again is a hole where if you don't know what you're doing, you will struggle dropping this one. But if you know what you're doing, like we do on this particular hole, is that there is a massive funnel on the left hand side, will increase your drop chance then massively by following the shot. It would be that you go in with the mental thinking that, okay, I have an extra drop here, where your opponent is going to just look at this thinking, well, wow, that looked complex, what shall I do? You see the text, you see the VPR table on the right hand side. Yes, we are giving you all the numbers that you need, so you don't have to use an application. And then obviously with the spins and the stuff like that, gives you a clear view and also clear information on how to attack the hole. Now, like I said, our base when it comes to making Quick 9 guides are free to play, but then we're also adding extra shots for paid balls sometimes as well. And this is a particular example where we have done one for a paid ball, which in that case gives some great value, where it's obviously less rings, less wind, and therefore not going to it's going to make it easier, to say the least. We can have another example here as well, where a paid ball will stand out as giving a, I would say, a much greater chance, but also making it a little bit more fun. And that is when you do have the chance to send it. And you can see here, we do have a send it slide on this very tough par 4 of the Jubilee Grove. And we're sending it down there, and the best case scenario, we're getting into a wedge, which is obviously absolutely perfect, but it will never endanger not getting the birdie on this. I mean, it's a long ass par 4, whereof otherwise with free to play, you don't really have that possibility, as you can't really get the wind enough to send it down and stuff like that. So we're trying to mix and add on up like shots and slides that we do feel they give us a lot of value. So here's a couple of slides to give you an example, and for those of you that are playing our regular tournament guides will notice that it is exactly the same type of format that we're working with the Quick 9, and we do that because it's obviously a familiar way for a lot of players. A lot of players is having both packaging, and we would be stupid enough not to try to just mirror what is already seen as a very good format. So sign up. Use the link in the description down below, called patreon.com/GCTQuick9. There you can buy for the events as a standalone, and then you can also sign up to our 30-day package to get yourself a cheaper deal, and make sure that you only have to pay once and get access to the 6 events that we are promising during season 85. Thank you everybody for watching this video about our Quick 9 content. Obviously, if you do have any sort of questions, you can always reach out to me directly, or you can send in an email to support@golfclashtommy.com, and we will happily help you out. I hope you see the value in the Quick 9s and how you can improve your climb points especially, but also your accounts with the balls and with the club cards with our guides for Quick 9. So sign up via the link in the description down below.